Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. It is reported that one of Tupac Shakur's rap mates from the group Outlawz died yesterday, July 5th, 2015. This is a date with special numerology, and as it happened, Hussein Fatal died at the age of 38, a number directly connected to the death of Tupac Shakur, Christopher Wallace, and many other hip hop stars. So, he died at the age of 38, and I just want you to know that Tupac died on September 13th, 1996. This date in numerology sums to 38. Christopher Wallace died exactly 177 days later on a date with 38 numerology. Also, he died March 9th, and his nickname, Biggie, in Pythagorean gematria, sums to 39, kind of like 39 for March 9th. But both men, two of the biggest rap stars in their time, both dying on dates with 38 numerology. And now, all these years later, 2015, one of his former musicians dead at the age of 38. And the gematria of the word death in simple English is 38. We find this number coded up often in deaths of celebrities, not just hip hop stars, not just musicians, all sorts of celebrity deaths, which have been decoded many times on this video blog. His birthday, Truth Seeker, has some interesting numerology. He's born on April 3rd, the 93rd day of the year. 93 is one of these numbers coded all over black Americans, too. Remember, we said Christopher Wallace, Biggie, died on March 9th. In some parts of the world, they write that date with the day before the month, so 9/3. But people such as Malcolm X equals 93. Martin Luther King Jr. equals 93. Rosa Parks' full name equals 93. Bob Marley, 93. Beyonce's full name, 93. Brandy's full name, and a whole bunch more, Truth Seeker. 93, a very important number, coded on lots of black Americans throughout history. Also, Hussein Fatal, who died today, he has a life number connection to the number 84. And with regards to 84, it makes me think of the current president, Barack Hussein Obama. They share the name Hussein, who has a August 4th, 84 birthday. And Obama in Jewish gematria equals 84. Oftentimes, it seems that many of these celebrity deaths also sync up with the current president, foreshadowing his coming fate. The date he died on, yesterday, July 11th, 2015, is the lone 33 numerology date for the month. The only 33 numerology date of the month, often coded into celebrity deaths. Old 33 coincides with hip hop. Hip hop has that 33-39 gematria, those numbers. Also, his former hip hop star, Tupac Shakur, Shakur's that 33 name gematria. He was born Bruce Washington Jr. He died exactly 99 days after turning 38, or a span of 3 months and 8 days. Quite interesting. Also, True Seeker, their hip hop group, they spelled Outlawz with a Z, which has gematria of 118. I just did a video on the death of Pumpkinhead at age 39, another age to die at, 38 and 39. But Pumpkinhead has that name gematria of 118. I just want to point out that death in Jewish gematria sums to 118. James Madison in our nation's history often paired the numbers 39 and 118 together. Some sort of occult purpose. With regards to Tupac Shakur, Truth Seeker, who died on the date with a 38 numerology, this image that was put out of him with Suge Knight, Knight's another one of those 33 words. Suge Knight and Tupac Shakur both sum to 49, number of revelation. But anyway, Tupac was shot on September 7th after the Holyfield-Tyson fight, but the image that's been out for years is a complete joke. It shows Suge Knight driving with no keys in the ignition, And the date is the day after he was shot when he was in the hospital. So it doesn't even make sense. I mean, you could argue that the date was wrong on the camera, sure, maybe, but there's a lot suspicious with this photo, and I honestly think it's part of the coding they like to do because that date, 9/8/96, has a numerology of 113, a number often coded into hoaxes. The word mainstream's 113, green screen 113, dishonest 113. It's the Bava Kama A113 that says a Jew can circumvent a Gentile by lying to them. And Zionist Jews run the hip hop industry. That's why they code their numbers all over these artists, their songs, their release dates. Done a lot of work on this. And it's also why so often these hip hop stars die by the numbers. Tupac's mother, Afeni Shakur, had name gematria of 113. She was part of the Black Panther Party, which I've already showed how it was complete controlled opposition. Her birthday synced up with the gematria of the organization. Remember, Black Panther Party sums to 74. My point in bringing this up is that these people that we see as stars before us, I think a lot of times they're deceivers, and they're from connected families who have Masonic Zionist ties. Just to show you how other musicians wind up dead at the age of 38, this recent headline about the keyboardist for the Mars Volta and Jack White's band. He died at the age of 38, and he died on a date with 38 numerology. What else? In hip-hop music, just a short time before Tupac and Christopher Wallace died, there was this major hip-hop movie, documentary, soundtrack, and it has these same numbers coded all over it. 38, 118 for the release date. Also, the show sums to 98 in simple English gematria. Remember that Tupac image is of 98, September 8th, 9/8. Lots of coded numbers. Why? Because the Zionists are behind it. Here was Tupac's album cover released shortly after his death. Machiavelli, play on words. What I want you to notice, Truth Seeker, is that the spelling of Machiavelli has this gematria of 74, like Jesus, like cross, like Muhammad, like Messiah, like pinnacle, like Masonic. And here it was coded into the name used on his final album where he's shown on the cross. Cross equals 74, Machiavelli equals 74. There's all sorts of coding all over this album, but what I want to show you is the 5th track on this album. It's titled Blasphemy, which is a word with 38 gematria. When John Lennon was killed, his assassin, I'm saying that with quotes because I think it's all part of the hoax as well, said it was a blasphemy that John Lennon said he was more famous than Jesus. Check this out, Truth Seeker. We're just going to listen to the beginning of this Blasphemy track, the track with the 38 gematria from Tupac's last recorded album.
God has a plan, and the Bible unfolds that wonderful plan through the message of prophecy. God sent Jesus into this world to be our Savior, and that Christ is returning someday soon to unfold the wonderful plan of eternity for my life and your life.
As long as we're cooperating with God by accepting Jesus Christ as our personal Lord and Savior. Unless the Lord does return in the coming 7 days, we'll see you next time here on This Week in Bible Truth.
All right, Truth Seeker. If I would have paused that right when it ends before the music starts, it stops right at the 33rd second, that introduction on Blasphemy. Creepy introduction, demonic voice, talking about prophecy. And now after decoding all these numbers and seeing how they're coded all throughout history, we can see how prophecy has truly been fulfilled in this world. Because there's a gang operating in the shadows doing everything by the numbers, even killing, hip hop stars such as Hussein Fatal. So, hope you learned something new here. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news so often, but what I'm exposing needs to be exposed on a much bigger scale, you know? This stuff has to stop. It's just so sick. All right, Truth Seeker, until next time.